Explore the question, what is a nonlinear narrative? I get this so many times.
Let's see, how would I say this?
You're still rolling.
So I have something here. Yeah.
The master nonlinear narrative takes the entanglements of the interconnected world as a starting point to discover and explore issues of contemporary urgency. The first year is a very intense year. It's also a year that wants to invite people of many different backgrounds. So not only designers. I mean, we really want to invite people like, from more theoretical background, from more journalistic background, to sort of apply, because we believe that their knowledge will enrich also the program.
Investigative fieldwork, coding, image class, information design, various things like that, alongside having theory classes.
We don't have just like an individual assignments for each class, but actually we combine the knowledge that we get from different classes, and then we implement it into this one big assignment that actually includes real organization and real people. So I think this is really beneficial for us.
Yeah, for example, previous collaborations have been with Greenpeace, the National Library, the Dutch Parliament, and at the moment we're working on a collaboration with HIVOS. Through these collaborations, the students get to explore these issues, like Neil said, outside of the academy, which can function as a bubble. So they get to interject their perspectives into these organizations that are really making a difference in the world.
In my year one course, which is Critical Theory and Methods, we spend a significant amount of time discussing different types of qualitative research methodologies, as well as how to apply those methodologies and combine them with different theoretical frameworks.
I teach a specific class called post-photography, and this is one of the lab classes. Students learn methods to realize their project, and it's very workshop-based. So they really produce things directly in class, and this is very nice coming together with the theory classes. So the focus is on both, on theory, but also on the making.
The ultimate aim for the year one course is, one, to prepare them to start understanding the basis behind their practice-based projects, not only understanding their motivations, but also understanding what they're trying to achieve with their projects themselves. We discuss ethical issues. We discuss what it means to be critical and what position they take as practitioners, artists, and designers, and how that might relate to the larger ecology. And we do all of this by trying to understand how this fits within theoretical frameworks and methodologies, so they can take these skills onto the future and make different types of contributions.
And every course really allows the students to explore that expertise in different ways. The students, for example, in the investigative field lab can really go out into the world, do field research, meet people, and that is one way of finding out their information. As well as in the material lab, the students get to experiment with materials, get to shape their ideas in the different workshops of the academy. And then the more theoretical courses allow them to create like a backbone of knowledge and research methodology to eventually tap into their design and artistic practice.
Also, me personally, I really like one of the theory classes, and this is kind of unexpected because I didn't think that I'm gonna enjoy theory that much, but actually I find this class really good, and I think that it really adds a lot to the practical side of the studies.
For me, theory is a fundamental part of any artistic practice. It is not something that comes separately, that one has to negotiate either before, during, after one is producing or making in the world. Theory serves a particular function because it's something that's already established or being established that helps one make sense of not only how they see the world, but how they're interacting with it. It is often the case where some students feel lost and they are producing things and might not necessarily understand why they're producing it, what significance it has, or what place it has in the world. And this is where theory comes in, because it helps them negotiate that space. It helps them align with communities and thinkers that are both interested in their topics or actually in a broader community in itself. So theory becomes something that is integral to the process.
And the second year is much more on a sort of self-study where you explore more on your own terms and with your own interests, your own subjects, and you get guidance from the teachers.
In the second year, the students, they continue with the core classes. And I, as a lab teacher, I'm available to discuss their individual projects with them. So yeah, in the afternoon, I'm here every 2 weeks to talk about their projects, and that's the same for the other lab tutors. So the lab tutors, they organize their program in the first year, and then in the second year, they are there to facilitate the individual projects, which is also nice because, of course, we know each other from the first year, and you're building something, and then it's also really nice to see how the individual projects evolve.
So during this time you write your thesis, and it's the same, you have a lot of guidance in writing what you want to write, and you've already had the first year to give you a good background and set you up in order to write that.
So what they learn here, so research through practice, is something that they end up doing in very different ways after the study.
I think that's also what I like a lot about this term, nonlinear narrative. That is not specifically, you have to put all the bits and pieces together. And I think this is also something what will happen now within the creative process, that you never know where it will end. And throughout the learning and also throughout the making, many decisions are there that you need to take. And that's also the exciting part and the creative part and the challenges you will face. And this working method to me is also very closely connected to the term nonlinear narrative.
I think students need to really also learn that this question doesn't have an answer, but requires initiative to investigate it for yourself.
So I think nonlinear narrative is something really open, and I'm not sure that I will ever be able to explain what it is, but maybe that's also one of the good things about it.